I just uploaded the Marsox team one, so it's time for the Volk team, which is my personal favorite team because of certain reasons. It adds a good amount of Russian and German weapons. This is the AK, basic AK. It's AK-47 you'd see in most movies and shit about Russians. It's a really good, and it has a history of being a reliable weapon because of how it's built. The maker of it is the AK stands for Otomov Kalashnikov, if I'm correctly. Any Russians watching this, if you're Russian, I'm pretty sure. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that right. All I know is Kalashnikov is right. I don't know about the Otomov Kalashnikov though. But yeah, Kalashnikov is the maker of this gun. Pretty sure that was his name. And yeah, it has a history for being reliable, but some people try hating on it. I don't see why. But while we're in the mood of World War II or World War I weapons, we have the Makarov. Makarov is a very nice one. But we'll talk about we'll go to the AK-12 later. So, this is a 9x18, I'm pretty sure, tiny pistol. It is a very weak pistol, very underpowered, but it makes it up because it has a very little recoil. Very inaccurate, though, because of its small-ass barrel in this game, but it's the only gun you can relatively reliably aim with one hand. The AK-12. This is a modernized AK built for the Russians that I'm pretty sure is also being used in the Battle of Ukraine right now. But it has also had a history of this part, the thing that changes its full auto to semi. A lot of people have an accidental thing of pushing that too far down because it has a hard time staying. But even if it's fully down, like straight down, this is down there, it still will work perfectly fine. But yeah, it's just something that's not great about the AK, and not really many people are using it. Well, it's not great to use, but yeah. Enough about this. The G3A3. The G3A3 is one of my favorite weapons. It is a German battle rifle. You might have to test me here, but this is 7.62 by 51, if I remember correctly. And I have an airsoft gun of this. And I'll try getting a GoPro and put some airsoft stuff up here on this channel, but we'll see how that goes. This is a full auto battle rifle made by the Germans, but I'm pretty sure Western Germany, I think. But yeah, it's a battle rifle, but because of its caliber, it can be used as a sniper rifle, LMG, well, support weapon, specialist weapon, and a battle rifle. The FAMAS. The FAMAS isn't a bad thing. It's a bullpup rifle. Like I said, I'm not a fan of bullpups. This is burst. But honestly, me personally, I never liked bullpups. But the FAMAS has had a good, well, history in movies and stuff. You see it in some movies, honestly. The SKS. We're going back to the Russians again. SKS is a marksman weapon by the Russians, if I remember. Pretty sure it's the Russians, the SKS. But it is more of a longer range, more specifically accurate DMR, you could count it as. I don't remember what rounds it shoots, but it shoots some pretty good ones. And it makes some good sounds, honestly. But that's enough of the Russian weapons. Well, it's not actually. The Volk has a lot of Russian weapons on this team. Now we have the TT. The TT is again, another lower powered weapon. I don't know exactly what caliber it shoots, but it is not a bad pistol. It still hits, not badly. It's a pretty high hitting pistol. And honestly, in this game, it's not that bad. I give it 5 out of 10 Russian points. But the 5.7. The 5.7 is a really good weapon. Very known. And when crazy, the 5.7 shoots a 5.7 round. So, yeah, crazy. The 5.7 does have its own special round for it. But this is a really high powered, and it's meant to go through body armor. One pistol that is actually meant to go through armor. That's why its bullets are so pointy. It just puts a lot of kinetic energy into them, and the point really just like wants to go through armor of the time. So it's more of a armor piercing pistol. It's not bad. And the flare gun, very simple. You can set it off whenever you want for any reason at all. Okay, we have the AK-104. This is a modernized. Yeah, there we go. AK. by the Russians, obviously. I'm pretty sure most AKs are probably just Russian, so you're gonna have to fact check me there. This one is a really good AK. I love like AKs like this. I love the 10 series, basically the 107s and stuff like that. There's a lot of different AKs like built like this, but honestly, it's a quite nice gun in this game. And technically, I feel like in this game, a lot of people would argue this is the best AK in the game on the Volk team. Which I'm not gonna lie, you kit that stuff out, it does do pretty good. The Spaz. The Spaz is a very famous, very, very famous shotgun. It is because it has a history of being a pump action and a semi-auto weapon. So you can shoot it like this without pumping it, and there's another version where you can pump it. But for the sake of this game, it's primarily stuck onto the semi version. The AK-74U, which some people call the Krenknikov, because it's basically crunched down AK. It basically they cut down the trunnion, the gas thing, the black gas block to make more of a CQC or CQB version of an AK. I'm pretty sure it does not shoot the same rounds as you would find in some AKs. Like the 7.62 by 39 round, I think this shoots a slightly different round. I could be wrong there, but it's a nice thing. I see some people call it the Krenknikov or the baby AK, or as some people, if you take off the stock, the Draco. Which I do not applaud of calling it a Draco. You can call it the AK-74U or the Krenknikov. This is another PDW. I don't know what it is. I just know it's a PDW, but it's a really fast firing gun. That does not have most Russian guns, they really don't like their bolt catches, so most of these you have to chamber it yourself, which I don't have a mind with because it adds more skill to it, and personally me, I like a challenge. The G36C, some people call, I'm pretty sure the IRL version is called the G36K, but it's fine. It's not bad, it's a pretty good gun, honestly. Doesn't have much recoil. Can kick the mag out. Also, it has a bipolar, what the fuck, but it has a multi-seg charging handle, so people that are left-handed or right-handed can use it. Has the chambering on the side, very nice. Ow. But, okay. But, next gun. The Asval. Another Russian weapon, obviously, but this one has a shoot ton of more recoil and a very fast fire rate. One of the fastest fire rates I think in the game, almost behind the P90 and stuff. One of the fastest fire rates on the Volk team, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's a pretty good gun. Yes, you can also kill yourself in this game, and I like the ragdolls. The ragdolls in this game are good, but Vale is just a little bit better, and my friend. God, we're going back to a bullpup. I don't know what the fuck this is. I just know it's a bullpup, and it's not terrible. It has a slower fire rate, I feel like, than most. And it also has this is why I don't like bullpups. I always accidentally, I don't know why. Mag goes back here, but the chambering is up here. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Just, the thing needs to be burnt. Sorry, I just don't like it. It's a curse to my eyes, okay? And everyone knows the RPG-7. Everyone knows it. It's very famous. Brendan Herrera shot one before. The PKM. The PKM is a really, really nice LMG. Made by, obviously, the Russians. Why wouldn't it be Russian? But this is a support weapon, aka an LMG, light machine gun. It does its job great with a high, and I mean massive, don't make a joke about that, but massive mag capacity. Sadly, you can't grab it from here in this game. That does suck. But this game does have working bipods, which is amazing. I love that. But yeah, that's the PKM for you, which I do love. I love the PKM. It's a very nice gun. And very iconic. But the Dishka is a better more. And this is a G3, but with a mag, that. And an AKM. Very simple. Now here's one that the Ultra Max 800. I don't remember the name. It's a pretty good. It has a built-in bipod, actually. If I could, on this gun, it's a little right weird to get that bipod up. Sometimes you can't always get that up. This is a really good LMG. I used to really do main this and get to a certain spot on the map, and just no one was able to beat me in the older days of this game. But what's good about it is a giant mag. Charging handle is very nice and right where you want it to chamber it immediately as soon as you put a mag in, so it's crazy. Also, yes, if you're like one of those people that likes less commentary, I'm sorry, but you're not going to find that here. I have ADHD, so obviously you're going to be hearing a lot of talking from me and over talking. So, anyway, another sniper rifle on the Volk team. This time it's another bolt action. I have nothing against bolt actions except like you have to take your fucking sights off the target for a little bit. But other than that, it's perfectly fine. It's a really high powered sniper rifle. It hits hard. The SVD, probably one of the most memorable and recognizable snipers from Russia. Well, from the Russians. Those damn Russians. But it is one of the most recognizable guns, I feel like, from the snipers from Russia, because it just has that clean look to it, and especially with that sight, the sight just makes you even remember it just even more. And the AKM version and the SKS version are also in the game. But yeah, that's just this game's guns and how I reload them all and just like kind of just talking about them. Because honestly, I just want to do that, and that's kind of just how my videos are gonna be for a while, until I find a way to like make it so I can have longer videos. Then I'll have like gameplay. But for now, it's just gonna be me talking about guns and talking about games. Also, I have no sponsor here, but yo, you should go if you haven't watched him already and you haven't subscribed to him already. Go hit up Corey X Kenshin, man. He needs more. He's underrated as hell. Just saying. He took way too big of a thing. So, subscribe to me, please. That would be very appreciated. And go check out Corey. If he probably has some new videos up, I'm not gonna lie to you. And another underrated YouTuber, I feel like he just makes some absolute bangers, is Calvin. He makes some of the from the Fog series. He's on season 3, I think, or season 4. I don't remember, but that shit's lit, bro. If you need something that you can just binge watch and you haven't watched it already, go check him out. He's a real good YouTuber. But yeah, those are the two YouTubers I feel like that are underrated as hell. Except Corey. He's underrated, but not that underrated. But yeah, see you. Have a good day. Have a lovely day. And remember, I don't know. I need a catchphrase. But yeah, have a good day. Stay nice.